Okay, let me put on my live sound dude hat so I can get on with this. This is a review of the IYV-IJZ-300 TSB. It's straight into the iPhone, no special mics, and I am not going to play distorted guitar or hugely multi-effects guitar. This is just clean guitar through a Fender tube amp, which is off to the right here, my right. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because it doesn't matter. The thing is, if you're going to check out a guitar, listening to it with distortion is not going to tell you how the guitar sounds. The only way to understand a guitar's character is with clean sounds. So, here's the bridge pickup. Here's both pickups. Here's the neck pickup. Now, if you ask me, it sounds like a typical Gibson with humbuckers. I haven't done anything special to this guitar. I did set it up, and I have owned 5 of these, and I love them. I think they're great. The necks are great. The sound is great. The quality of workmanship is great. I did, check the relief, and if it needed to be tweaked, I tweaked it. And that's no big deal. If you can adjust the volume on your phone, you should be able to learn how to set the relief on your guitar. And I maybe mess with the pickup heights. I asked Google or Siri what the pickup height should be for humbuckers, and I adjusted the pickup heights. And I did the intonation. It was pretty close from the factory. And the only thing you have to do, make sure you do when you do the intonation, is you check the open strings, then you check it at the 12th fret, and just make sure you're using a moderate amount of pressure when you press down at the 12th fret. Not too much, not too little. And you set the intonation using a tuner. Again, if you can operate a cell phone, you should be able to set your intonation. Now, on this guitar, because I decided I was going to keep one of these guitars, I did put different tuners on, but not because the tuners were bad. They were just a little bit cheap. They did hold tune, but I wanted, they were 12 to 1 or 14 to 1, something like that. I put 21 to 1 tuners on it, locking tuners. It cost me about 25 bucks. They're Geiger. They dropped right in, same screw holes and everything. I just wanted a little bit more finesse in the tuning. But the stock tuners held tune just fine. Here, let me play something else here. Bridge pickup. Like I say, I just have the Fender tube amp, touch of reverb on it. Middle position. Neck. Let's go back to the bridge. Middle position. If I can play it. Neck position. Bridge. Middle. Neck. Bridge. Middle. Neck. Oh, I did do one thing to the nut. Now, what you do in order for tuning stability, and this is especially efficacious if you have a whammy bar, is you loosen one string at a time and then you pick it up and see if the nut is holding on to it, gripping it. And if it is, you want to loosen that. So what I did is I took a piece of wet and dry sandpaper, anywhere from 600 grit to 2000 grit, put it under the string and then move it back and forth to widen the slot. Now I'm not pressing down really, because I don't want to make the slot lower. I just want to widen it so it's not clamping onto the string. That way, once you get the slot wide enough, when you tune, and I put a touch of graphite in it, so when you tune, it'll slide back and forth, it won't catch. And that's especially, you need to do that when you have a whammy bar. You really need to do that. This guitar plays great. There's no buzzes. I hear guys, they get these guitars and they're like, oh, I'm going to replace the pickups and I'm going to replace the bridge and, I got to have CTS electronics in it. And why bother? Just buy a more expensive guitar if you want all that stuff. This guitar costs like $200. New, brand new. You can get it from Amazon, who I hate, or you can get it from eBay, or you can get it from Reverb, or there's other places you can get it. You can't go wrong with this guitar. This is a good guitar. This is an absolutely excellent guitar for a beginner. For $200, when I got my first guitar way back in the 1960s, it cost me $30, which is about I think it's about $210 in today's dollars. And it was a piece of junk. But for $200 today, you get this made in Vietnam. It's all CNC. It's made so well, it's unbelievable. There's little flaws in the finish, whatever. But God, when I was 12 and I got my first guitar, I would have died if I had something as good as this. I had a piece of junk. Anyway, how about a couple more sounds here? Bridge. Middle. Neck. Okay, so why should you even listen to me? I'm just some guy who's been playing music for 60 years. I play a number of different instruments. I got a couple of music degrees. I got a lot of experience, live sound, recorded sound, played in bar bands and top 40 bands and wedding bands and Middle Eastern bands and Indian bands and old-timey bands and country bands and rock steady and reggae and I don't know what else. I've just had a lot of experience doing different things, and I love this guitar.